Let's be honest, man. I fucking hate a lot of like award shows these days. I just feel like a lot of awards and all that kind of stuff, they're just handed out willy-nilly, and a lot of them are fucking stupid. A lot of the times though, when it's fan voted, I feel like it's a little bit better, because then we kind of really get down to the nitty-gritty of like what the fans actually liked, especially like with this year's Game Awards. I feel like the Game Awards this year was really good, and a lot of the awards that got given out were relatively deserved. I don't know if there was the whole, like, you know, fanboys of Spider-Man 2 being like, how did Baldur's Gate 3 win Game of the Year over the Spider-Man 2? Like, this is just bullshit. What kind of game is that? You obviously didn't play Baldur's Gate 3, and like it. You saying that just goes to show that all you did was play Spider-Man 2, and you didn't watch any other gameplay of any other type of games. You didn't realize how like innovative and how much of a good game Baldur's Gate 3 really was. But we're not here to talk about the Game Awards. No. We're here to talk about the fucking Steam Awards and how much of a fucking joke they were this year. Holy shit. Like, these are purely voted from people who fucking play games on Steam. And it is terrible. It is fucking terrible. We're going to go down like one by one of each of these and just show how much of a fucking joke these is. Number one, obviously, it is not a joke at all. 100% deserved. Like, everyone knew that this was going to win Game of the Year. I will say, how the fuck is FIFA 24 was even considered a finalist? FIFA has been trash for like the last 15 years. It is so fucking garbage. I don't understand how it was even considered a finalist for this. It was never going to win, but I didn't even know how it was considered a finalist in the first place. VR Game of the Year. Now, if you go, VR Game of the Year won Labyrinth. I voted for Gorilla Tag. I didn't play many VR games this year. I do have a VR, but I didn't really play too much. But I did just like look at most of the games. And Gorilla Tag, I had a look at that, and that game looks so fun, and it got a lot of good reviews. And now, if we go onto the Labyrinth and we scroll down, the top one here, not recommended. This shit does not deserve VR Game of the Year. There it is. There it fucking is. And then the next one, Labor of Love. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great game. An exceptional game. I haven't played it myself. I've talked about that in a previous video, but I've watched gameplay of it. I've heard friends talk about it. It is, you could easily consider it a top 20, maybe even like you could even put it in your top 15, top 10. Some people would even put it in their top 5 of greatest games of all time. If you had to say it's in your top 5 greatest games of all time, I wouldn't argue against you. But how can you say that it's even put in like a game of Labor of Love? This game hasn't been updated in 2 years. It's a single player game. Even Red Dead Online is dead. The game itself is fucking great, but this is meant to be games for like I said, I voted for Apex because I played Apex a lot. I've played Apex a lot, not recently, but last year and the year before that, I've played it a fuckload, and it gets updated constantly. I would have given it to something like maybe Deep Rock Galactic, because that game does get updated a lot, and it does have like a massive community. I only voted for Apex because I played it more, and I was just like, I played this more, I feel like it deserves my vote, even though, like, you know, the devs should be doing better at this point in time. But Dota 2 and Rust, those games get constantly updated. How is Red Dead like for Labor of Love? It hasn't been updated in like 2 years. That doesn't make sense. Best game on Steam Deck Award, Hogwarts Legacy, I guess so. I voted Brotato because to me Brotato is definitely more of like a Steam Deck type of game. You know, I just feel like that would suit the game. I don't know how Outlast Trials is on here. I wouldn't really consider that a Steam Deck game, nor Diablo 4. Let's be honest, Diablo 4 shouldn't be voted for anything in this category. Nothing. It shouldn't be anywhere near this. It shouldn't even be touching this any type of category. Better with Friends Award. I didn't play Lethal Company. I fucking have it, but I haven't even played it. But I had to give my award to it because of like the amount of people I've seen play it, and you know, like it really did deserve this award out of anything. It's one of the only ones that actually got its award. And the other games that it got with, Sons of the Forest, Darktide, I've played Darktide with friends. That is so much better with friends. Playing Darktide on your own, it's somewhat fun. Playing with friends is a lot better. Party Animals is so much fun with your friends. Outstanding Visual Style Award. I gave this to Cocoon because like I haven't played it, and I just looked at each of the games that were nominated, and I just like was like, I really like innovative and things that are like really artistic, like a really artistic style. Atomic Heart, it looks good to me. It just looks like a somewhat of a rip-off of Wolfenstein. Like that's what the art style kind of reminds me of. It reminds me a lot of Wolfenstein. And to me, Cocoon was just like something, you know, extremely different in terms of like art style, and like the visual style of it just looked absolutely exceptional. Atomic Heart, I don't really have too much, like I said, to say about this. This one right here, though, is the most fucking controversial. How, please someone tell me how the fuck Starfield won Most Innovative Gameplay Award? How? Please someone tell me. All I know, the only people who voted for this game is dumbfuck Bethesda fanboys. You cannot convince me otherwise. You cannot tell me that Starfield is innovative. In what way was Starfield innovative? There is not one part of Starfield that really innovated anything in any way. In the gameplay, in the visuals, in the storytelling, there is no shot that you can tell me that it was innovative in any possible way. I voted for Shadows of a Doubt because I looked through all these games. A couple of them I have played myself. I've played Remnant 2. I played like the original demo for Contraband Police. So I know I knew like what these games were, like those two. But then the other ones I looked through. Starfield I didn't even fucking consider. So when it came to Your Only Move is Hustle and Shadows of Doubt, I looked through the gameplay and I was like, you know what, in terms of gameplay wise, doing something different and not just sticking to like the same shit that's been produced for a long period of time, Shadows of a Doubt looked like it was more innovative, something that was fresh, something that was a lot different. It had like, you know, it just seemed a lot different. Starfield's the fucking same. It's just Skyrim with like taking the shitty parts of No Man's Sky, shoved it into there, and then just pooped it out of Bethesda's asshole. That's all Starfield was. It's not innovative in any fucking way possible. And if you tell me in the comments that it is, you're just lying to yourself. Best games you suck at, I voted for Street Fighter 6 because I like fighting games, but I fucking suck at them. I really do. Overwatch 2 can go fuck itself. I don't like Overwatch in any possible way. Ever since they ruined the PvE, I don't want anything to do with that. Best Soundtrack Award, Last of Us Part 1. I mean, Last of Us to me, like the PC port was a mess, and I didn't want to give it like any type of like, you know, any attention whatsoever. Yeah, it would have had a good soundtrack, don't get me wrong, probably does, but I gave it a Hi-Fi Rush because soundtrack for that is absolutely phenomenal. Outstanding Story Rich Game Award, Baldur's Gate 3, no fucking shit. It has literally been praised. Like, that is one of the most outstanding parts of Baldur's Gate 3 is how exceptional the storytelling is in this game. Not just its main story, but also like, you know, its side quests, and the amount of like storytelling in the world of Baldur's Gate 3 is altogether, and not just the main story itself. So that was obviously absolutely fucking well deserved. One of the other ones as well deserved is Dave the Diver Sit Back and Relax Award. Dave the Diver is an exceptional game, and it 100% deserved any type of Steam award that it got. But majority of the awards this year, like, oh my fucking god, what is wrong with the Steam award? Like, how in the fuck was Starfield even, like, not just the fact that it won, but how was it considered for innovative gameplay? I'm scratching my brain here. I've watched so many hours of the game. I didn't want to fucking play it myself because I don't want to waste so much money on the game, because it turned out to be not a flop, not a horrible game. It was just more of a disappointment. It was such a disappointing game. I was so hyped for Starfield because I like sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I love space games. I'm a massive fucking Star Wars fan. So anything in outer space, I fucking would have loved it. But it just fell so short. And how the fuck did it win Most Innovative Gameplay? It literally at the moment, it is getting review bombed on Steam. It is currently in the recent reviews sitting at mostly negative, and so many people in the reviews are just like, how the fuck is this game? How did it win Most Innovative? It is confusing the public. Everyone is just so baffled of how this did. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. I'd like to hear your opinions. What did you vote for? What do you think about the ones that won the awards? Even just some of the nominations. Because like I said, FIFA as Game of the Year is mind-blowing. Fucking Starfield deserved it over FIFA. Let's be honest. Like, what the fuck? That says something. If something if Starfield deserves to be over something, that's when you know it's shit. That's when you know it's ass. That's it from me. What do you guys think? Peace out.